Hey y'all, I'm Christine with What's Up Cupcake Whimsical Crafts and welcome to my channel. I am excited today to just share kind of a week of updates of new makes that I've been working on, adding some new items to my Etsy shop. I've made some new amigurumi sticks, I've replenished some stitch markers and made some new stitch markers. I have the new Premier yarn colors for Parfait yarn haul, and just some other fun things that have been going on this last week in my life. Thank you for joining my video today for all of these fun updates, and let's get right into it. It was a busy week and I was excited to come on here and post a little bit earlier to share the new Premier yarn colors that I feel like they kind of like just snuck into their site. I know they did post an announcement on them at the end of last week, but I happened to just be going onto their website earlier in the week and I was trying to replenish some colors that I was running low on. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a whole nother row of colors in here that are like new highlights. So I was looking at them and just immediately started adding them to my cart, because if you know Premier, they have a hard time keeping some of their colors in stock, especially when they have new colors. They can go really fast. And I added this cart, checked out. Honestly, I had to do another order the next day because I didn't even get the colors I needed before for my initial purchase. I got some of them, but I was in such a frenzy to get the new colors. So I have 2 orders coming in, but the next one will be in tomorrow. And I don't think it's gonna have anything new to share, but regardless, I just wanted to grab these colors while I could, and I went after I placed the order and was checking their social media and kind of poking around to see did they announce a new color drop or did I miss something? And they hadn't. And then the next day they posted it and I was like, oh, I got it in the nick of time, because shortly after I found it the next day I started going on some live chats with other YouTubers that were going live, and I saw announcements. Robin at Knotting Hook Crochet was talking about it, and I was in another live and it was being talked about, and colors were starting to sell out. So I was very excited that I got the colors that I did, and I will share those with you in just a little bit. In addition to that, I had a bunch of orders this week. It was honestly one of the largest order batches I sent out for my crochet supplies. So the amigurumi sticks, stitch markers, safety eyes. I actually for once had to kind of take a bag to the post office. I couldn't put it in my mailbox. Normally I throw the packages in my mailbox to be picked up with the Daily Mail, and it wouldn't fit. So had to go to the post office to get that all sent out. So that was very exciting. Thank you if you ordered from me for your support. And on Monday, I posted my new video about whimsical woodland plushies and kind of mystical characters that I have been working on. And you all love that video so much, and I so appreciate all of the support and comments that I received. I worked really hard to get all of that together, and I love doing kind of themes like that. So if you like that kind of content, please know I have a bunch more planned like that. I already have a couple of other collections in the works of patterns from other designers. I'm hoping in one of the videos I might be releasing my own pattern as well that will go with one of the themes that I'm doing, but I do like to kind of sprinkle in videos like that of different plushie collections and sharing other crochet designers and makers. And yeah, I just think it's a lot of fun, this crochet community and the creativity of these pattern designers, and the fact that we're able to create such amazing things out of yarn and a hook, because people are able to put their thoughts on a paper. So I have really fun ideas for those videos coming up. So if you like that kind of content, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to follow for more. I will hope to have my next collection in the next week or so. I'm still working on some of the patterns and making plushies from them. I really do try to share patterns as completed plushies, or showing a photo in kind of worst case scenario of a pattern that I have made previously that I just maybe didn't have enough time to make in this instance. But I like to make sure that I have actually tried a pattern before I'm posting about it and recommending it. So yeah, that's just, I think it's important to do so you can speak to the quality of the pattern. You can show what it looks like and how it comes out and your experience with it, if there's any call outs. But because of that, it can delay some of my videos because I can only crank out so many things with these two hands. So beyond that, yeah, shipped out a bunch of orders. So I'll have some order packing, and I made some new stitch markers. I had to replenish some stitch markers. I will just share some footage around that. My #1 selling stitch marker set is the Bee and Beehive. Oh, here comes Bezos. If my dog goes crazy, I'm sorry, but I am getting some more packaging for my products because I was running low on the little like holographic bags that I use for my items, primarily the stitch markers and amigurumi sticks. So with everything I talk about today, if you're new here, I do have a link in the description to my website, whatsupcupcakecrafts.com. And on that site, I have links to the patterns that I use and talk about in my videos. If you ever find that one is missing, please just drop a comment and I'm happy to share it. It could be that I just forgot, which there's always one that I forget. So thank you for your patience when you're calling those out, because it really is one of those like, I knew I missed something. And on top of that, I share the links to the favorite yarns that I use. I primarily use Elise Voluto and Premier Parfait. I also do mix in Premier Basics Chenille with my Elise Voluto. And I have gotten requests to start sharing too, like what hook sizes I use and safety eye sizes I use. So I will try to share those when I'm explaining patterns that I'm using, just so you have like context of eye size and things like that. And in addition to that, I do have some plushies that I have been working on. I can't share all of them because, again, some of them are part of this like bulk make that I'm working on for upcoming videos. But I will share what I can, and just know that if you continue on this path with this channel, you will see those in the near future. But beyond that, it was just a really nice week. I actually won tickets to a concert at the Red Hat Amphitheater, which is in downtown Raleigh. And I was able to take some girlfriends with me because my husband could care less about that music. It's like folk pop. I really like indie folk, amongst other things. I also really love Taylor Swift and pop and I don't like everything. I'm a very picky music connoisseur, but I do have a very eclectic taste in music. So saw the head and the heart and went with some girlfriends. We had a night out in downtown Raleigh and it was just really nice weeknight. The weather stayed perfect for us. A storm rolled through right as we ducked into a restaurant for dinner and we stepped out and the rain had cleared off and we were able to enjoy a great evening with an outdoor music festival. From there, I feel like someone just hovercrafted by my house. Did you all see that? Oh, not a hovercraft. It's a dog walker. Close. There's been some people, there have been some people recently going down the street on segways, and we live on a giant hill, and it's very weird to see people going down the street or up the street on these segways. And it also reminds me of Job in Arrested Development. So I just always do a double take. Actually, last night, my son and I took our dog out for a walk, and there was a guy walking down the street with a parrot on his shoulder. I was like, are we on a pirate ship? What's going on? And he was very friendly and chipper, and the parrot didn't seem to mind that my dog was very excited about that bird. And so was my child. But yeah, just sometimes the things you see on the streets of suburbia. Yeah, so anyways, last but not least, I did go with one of my girlfriends who is actually also a crocheter and does markets in the Raleigh area. She is Space for Sunflowers on Instagram. She does not have a YouTube, but you can see her over on the Space for Sunflowers Instagram page that she has, and we actually went to this giant sunflower field. I wanted to say exhibit, but I guess it's 5 acres of sunflowers, and the city of Raleigh does it every year in this park that they have, Dorothea Dix. And the park actually had been closed for the last year for renovations. They were like completely redoing it. And it's just like a very big natural space. There's some old historic buildings on it too, but they have a section of it that they plant hundreds of sunflowers every year. And I have been in Raleigh now for almost 13 years, and I have never once been out to see them, because they say that once they bloom, they're only alive for like 2 weeks and then they're dead. So usually by the time I find out about it, it's because everyone has posted pictures with the sunflowers, and I think like, oh, I should get it out for the next weekend, and I either forget or it's just too busy, and I've never made it out to see these sunflowers. So my friend Jen and I went out with her daughter, and we checked out the sunflowers, and we of course had to bring some plushies with us to take photos and just enjoy them in general. It was lovely. It is a huge spectacle. We went early on a Sunday morning, and like, I can't imagine going midday. It just gets insane with the crowds out there, and it's hot. And again, we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, so I want to say it was probably mid 90s, actual feels like in 100, and just full sun beating down on this field of sunflowers. So going in the morning is the way to do it, but it was already crowded in the morning. And in fact, when we were pulling into the parking lot, there were just photographers everywhere, like people doing photo shoots. There was a photo shoot of an aerial dancer on a portable pole that was amongst the sunflowers. Like, you see it all out there. But yeah, we had lots of fun just kind of going through the sunflower fields and finding a spot to take some photos with our products that fit in with it, and hung out in downtown Raleigh again a little bit. I don't venture into downtown Raleigh very much except for going to work, and I work from home most of the time. So it's nice every once in a while to just kind of explore the downtown Raleigh area. And yeah, so I hope you'll stick around. Let's shift over to some footage of activities from the week, and then we will move on into the Premier Yarn unboxing of all of this new yarn that they came out with.
It looks like a fleshy.
I'll be the boy playing the boombox by your window pane. I'll be the girl wearing your shirt out in the pouring rain. But this ain't a rom-com, this is real life. Let me show you, babe. Don't need a plane again. So why don't you say I quit being overthinking about everything? Give it up, tell you what I wanna say right now. 'Cause I could do the John Hughes kind of cliche. But either way, I need to say anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to say anything. When you call up, I get thought up like I'm being alright. I get nervous on the surface, ain't a James Dean type. We're just cooped up in a cruiser on a Friday night. We could let it ride. Why don't you say I quit being overthinking about everything? Give it up, tell you what I wanna say right now. 'Cause I could do the John Hughes kind of cliche. But either way, I need to say anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one. All right, this is a big old box. I'm gonna have to clear some space for it. It's graceful. Yeah. You probably noticed that is not all the new colors. It is also the neons, because I didn't have a lot of the neons, and I've used the green before, but I don't think I'd used any of the other neon colors, and maybe some of them hadn't been in stock. I don't know, but I decided I'd give some of them a try. And especially the pink, I was like, oh, I'll make flamingos. So let's take a look at what's in here. Oh, it's 2 rows of yarn. So again, I got 3 of each because I know that they pack their stuff in 3s, like it comes in 3s, and I want to make it easy for them, obviously, so I have to order it as a 3. But also because they sell out so fast, I was like, let me just get 3 of each, and if I find colors that I love, I will go back and get them as I need them, but 3 should keep me going for the time being as I sort through them. So first up, we have Artichoke. This is a very cool looking green, and actually I feel like it's kind of hard to tell that it's green in this. So let me find one of their other greens to hold up against it. All right, so not gonna be much help here. This is like a seafoamy kind of color, and this is the Artichoke. So it's, I don't know, it's almost like a succulent green, like one of those air plants. And this is gray next to it. So Artichoke green, this one is pale gray. It's really pretty. I probably will use it for things like succulents or, I don't know, even turtles. It'd be cute for like a contrasting turtle shade. I'll have to think on it. I can't think that quickly off the top of my head. It's been a long day. It is end of day here. So let me pull out a different green to compare it to. There's more green in here. Just kidding. So this is Pistachio, which I love pistachios in general. So yum. But also this green is really yummy. This is a fun green. Let's hold it next to Artichoke. Also, I guess I could make artichokes. So this is Pistachio, this is Artichoke. Very cool. I like both of them. I could see myself using this more, but I'm sure I'll find something that kind of sticks with me and then I'll want to solely use this. But looking at my wall of yarn that's in front of me, I don't know that I have any greens really like this. There is an Elise Veludo green that is more muted, but I'd say it's still a little bit more green, where this tends to lean into like the beige. I have more green coming up. This is Ivy. All right, so this is Ivy, which I feel like there's always a challenge in getting, I think it's emerald from them. And this is definitely deeper than emerald, but this could be a good substitute for when you can't get emerald. So if you can see side by side, again, Pistachio and emerald. I think it's really pretty, and I can definitely see myself using this during the holidays. It's just a nice deep green, and I think it would be perfect for like Christmas trees and stuff like that. I got a lot of yarn. This is Apricot. So very much a brown. I don't know, I feel like apricots would have a little bit more pink in it, but I think it's a nice brown, again, especially considering how hard it is to get browns from them. Let's hold up some of the other new colors that are in the brown color family. Here is Marshmallow, a nice cream color. And again, Apricot. All right, let me see if I can pull out their actual cream so I can compare it side by side. Okay, so this is Premier Cream. Sorry, I don't have it in a full skein. And this is Marshmallow. So definitely some variation there. I think it would still be good as a substitute for cream though. Like I could also see this being used for mushroom pops, things like that. If I'm like reaching between the two, I probably wouldn't even notice a difference if they were both on the shelf together, or maybe not side by side, but yeah, so Marshmallow and their cream. Here's white. I had to replenish it. This is Chestnut, which I can't remember if this is a new color or if I was just replenishing what I was running low on. Here it is next to Apricot. It's definitely more of a reddish hue in general, but it's really pretty. I'd use it, I guess, for chestnuts, but I'm not going to be crocheting of any chestnuts that I can think of, but I'd use it for acorns, which are very popular in Raleigh because we're the city of oaks. So there's that. But yeah, I think it's a nice color, especially for teddy bears and things. I would still use it, even though it does have more of a reddish hue to it. It's pretty. Mustard. I needed to replenish this. Seal. Not new, I don't think. I also needed to replenish it. I like this for my Totoros. Black, just confirming that. Toffee, not new, replenishing. Fog, also not new, with replenishing. Here it is next to Artichoke. This is Rock Candy. Definitely new and very fun. What a fun, fun blue. So pretty. I like that there's like a variety of brights in the midst of kind of these muted colors that they released. This one is Summer Squash. Very vibrant yellow. Very pretty. Let me go get another yellow. Okay, this is Sunshine, classic color of theirs, and this is Summer Squash. So you can see the intensity of this in comparison. Very cool. I like it. I'm going to give you really technical descriptions of these. I like it. All right, this one is Carrot. Also very cute. I'm very excited for things like carrots because I feel like this orange just has so much more personality than the classic oranges that they've had. And last but not least of the new ones, this is Almond Butter. So Almond Butter, Marshmallow, Apricot. Yeah, I think it's a really solid color collection. I love them. Let me see if I can grab another of their browns to compare Almond Butter to. Okay, this is Teddy Bear and Almond Butter. So yeah, I mean, not necessarily the best of comparisons, but I wanted to grab a brown that was within reach. So there you go. And I'll just share the neons in case you have not ordered them like me, or you just really like bright neon colors. This is Blaze Orange, Neon Flamingo, Proton Purple. I think I have used Proton Purple before. I feel like I've used it for like axolotls. If not for the body itself, but for like the gills. Again, the green, it is Electric Lime, great for the little floaties for the Crochet Grove rubber duck pattern. And I ordered peacock, not one of the neons, but I needed more peacock. And another flamingo. So that's my premiere haul for today. I don't know if I'll share my next premiere haul because it's just replenishing some things, though I did get some of the tie-dye colors that I hadn't gotten before in Chenille Basics. So those might make an appearance. What I am very excited for, though, is I ordered from Traveling Pony her new yarn line, Naughty Pony. She released it yesterday to mailing list subscribers. I signed up for the mailing list as soon as she announced that it was ready to go for the launch. And it was order number 2. I tried for number 1. I kept refreshing the page, but I didn't realize I had to type in a password until it was late. It's fine. It's just something, the burden that I carry of always having to be number 1. So I ordered a whole bunch of her yarn so I could try it out, and I was just super excited to support her. She is in Georgia, so it's going to be super local to me, being the next state over. I don't know where I'm going to put all this yarn. So my cabinets are full. I think I'm actually going to empty out this cabinet because it's an assortment of yarns in there. So the ones across from me have my Elise Voluto and Bernat. There's a little bit of Premier Parfait in one of them, but like 1.5 rows worth. So I think what I'm going to do is put all of my Premier Parfait in one of these pairs of cabinets. And I reach for Premier Parfait and Elise Voluto and Premier Basics the most. So I might as well have them within reach versus having to go into the closet in my old office, which my husband has still graciously left to me to use. But I just need to like stop having to run into that room to grab my Premier. So I think I'm going to work on that at some point, probably soon, because I have a giant pile of yarn next to me. And the yarns that are in there currently are smaller batches of different types of yarn. So there is like the Premier Basics Plus or Super or whatever it is, the big thick ones. I do have some in there. And then I have some of the like fine velvets that I use for my Gachapon machine and insect investigator kits. I also have like a milk cotton that's really fine in there, and they don't take up a ton of space, and I don't reach for them as often. I just need to find a spot for them. So that's what I need to do. And let's move on to the next little segment.
You look away while I'm falling. You take your time while I'm crawling. Oh, what a way to waste my time, but never mind, 'cause I'm all in. I knew from the start I was all in, with the heart about to trying to say it. Oh, what a way to break your heart, but whatever, 'cause doesn't matter, 'cause you never cared. But I still get anxious when I see you near. And my hands feel heavy, like they don't belong on my body. Now I'm thinking, tell me what you're doing to me. 1 second I'm fine, then I'm down on my knees. It's annoying, so annoying. Tell me what's been going on inside of your head. Text been getting heavy, so you leave it on red. Don't worry, it's no hurry. Just tell me what you're doing to me. Yeah. 'Cause honestly, don't think it's healthy to let what you say represent me. Oh, what a way to lose my mind, but never mind, 'cause I know it doesn't matter, 'cause you never get. But I still get anxious when I see you near. When my hands feel heavy, like they don't belong on my body. Now I'm thinking, tell me spirits in your Prada bag. Suburban summer 17 was a roller coaster ride. A manic pixie dream girl right beside me, and she said she liked me, but I bet it was a right thing lining up at the wrong time. And I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know, I'll never know. I don't like messing with regrets, but I doubt you'd ever leave my head. What could I have done, could I have said? I'll never know, I'll never know. I'll never know, I'll never know. We were nothing alike, and I kinda like that. Came from different sides of the crosstown tracks. Guess it's true sometimes opposites attract, but it never lasts. So maybe it was just the right thing lining up at the wrong time. And I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know, I'll never know. I don't like messing with regrets, but I doubt you'd ever leave my head. What could I have done, could I have said? I'll never know, I'll never know. I'll never know.
Okay, let's talk about some of the crochet plushies that I made this week, and then just other items I was working on. I, again, do not have the designers of the patterns written down right now in front of me, but I will put them across the screen, and all of the patterns should be linked within the document in my description. So let's start with things that I took to the sunflower field. A sunflower, of course. This is the Junebug and James pattern. I can't speak to that one because that one I know. And I had these at one of my markets. I had them at a couple of markets, but the market that I had right before Mother's Day at like a shopping plaza sold out. Like I had 3 of them, and all 3 of them were purchased by different people. Like one guy brought his friend to get it, like, hey, you got to get this for so-and-so. So yeah, they were a hit. It's sunflower season. I had to make some sunflowers. I figured this could also be really fitting for my cottagecore market. So very fun pattern. I love the techniques she uses in her patterns. I just use these wooden dowels that I pick up in like a 10-pack from Lowe's, the hardware store. And it's the best option that I've found. Let me see if I can grab the pack that I have of it so you can see what they look like. All right, so it's Poplar Dowels. It's by Madison Mill. And again, I get them at Lowe's. I just do the curbside pickup option, and they're 1/4 of an inch. There's 12 of them, and they're 12 inches long, and they're perfect. They fit just right within this. I do use Bernat blanket. This is one of the things that I have to use Bernat blanket for in order to come out the right size for the pattern and the dowels, though this is a pretty hefty flower. So like you could always change your dowel size or use some wire or something else, and you don't have to use Bernat blanket in that instance. But I use the Bernat Mystical for these 2. This is the taupe, I think, which can be hard to get, but I feel like it's gotten a little bit easier. And I don't know what this green is, I'm sorry. I use a size 7 hook when I'm doing the Junebug and James flowers. I think that's what her pattern calls for. And again, I keep that all the same in order to have it fit with the dowels. You crochet it all, you crochet the stem, and then insert the dowel in. I always just do 1 leaf because I'm lazy. But I think all of her patterns usually have 2 leaves. So that was that. And this little fuzzy bee, I was just looking for a new little bee pattern because the one that I have is cute, but it's an upright bee and it doesn't have legs. So it would just like topple. And it's fine if you want to have a bee at your desk. You just have to stand it up against like something. And I like that this had little feet. So I did this in the Feels Like Bliss. I think I used a 4.5 hook for it. I have seen people recommend hook sizes from like 4 to 6 for Feels Like Bliss. And I think every time I use it, I use a different hook. But this one seemed like a decent size, though the bee came out tiny compared to what I would normally do for this bee. Why hold back? So this was a 5.5 with, actually, no, that's a lie. This is Bernat, Mystical, and Taupe, so I probably used a 6.5 in that case. So 6.5 and 4.5. So yeah, I mean, it's a size difference, but like, feels like Bliss is small. So yeah, I did one of these bees in brown. I did one in black too, but I see people do brown. I was like, that's cute, just like a nice muted thing. My husband was like, is that bee brown? Yeah. They're cute. I'm excited. Pricing, I'll probably do $16 for this one because it is kind of chonky. And I don't know if I'll make more of these in Feels Like Bliss, just because it does take a bit of time, and then, you know, like it comes out really small. And if I was going to do it again, like I'd probably want to charge 14, but I don't know if I could sell this for 14 and this for 16. People love fuzzy, but what do you think? What would you charge for this guy? All right, that's my cute little bees. I like this pattern. It's actually a free pattern on Instagram. So that was an awesome little find. I made Positive Pickles. I haven't put on their blush or their signs, but I just need to do that next. I made some mushroom pops from Cable and Canvas. I'm trying to replenish these because I have been sold out of them for my last couple of markets, and I was trying to keep them like constantly in stock because they just do really well. And I think I sell them for $8. Pop down. But yeah, like they're just really fun and cute. The red ones sell the best, but every color pretty much goes. So I would definitely recommend these mushroom pops from Cable and Canvas. And I use size 8 eyes. This is Premier Parfait, and I use for this, I use a 4.5 hook. I think she actually says use a 5 hook, which for me, for Premier Parfait, is pretty big. I also don't do the yarn under method, and she does, so it balances out in the end. If I could juggle, these would be perfect, but I don't. Then one of my favorites, my little duck in a Totoro hat. This is a pattern from, I think, Ribbler, and the pattern designer name will be above, but it's not on Etsy or Coffee. I think this one is only on Ribbler, but it's such a cute pattern. I love it. I had one at my last market in my little Studio Ghibli section and got snatched right up. So I'm going to try to have 2 of these for my next market, which is at Geek Market. Yes, it's cottagecore as the theme, but my Studio Ghibli stuff flew off the shelves at that last market that I did with the Geek Market. And I think that theme was a video game one. So definitely going to have at least one more of these. I'm going to try and have some of the like mushroom looking guys that I have that have hats. I think that pattern's from Pandy Crochets. Maybe not. I think it's Becky's Plushies. I'll put it on, and I don't have it on me right now, but I had them. There's a Totoro, a No Face, and an Otori-sama, the duck, and they all sold. So every time I've made them, they have sold. I just need to make more of them. They're just pretty big and like, just that's the shape of them pretty much. So it can be kind of tedious when you're working on them and you want to make something that has like sculpting, but it's a great pattern. So last but not least of what I can share today is this little mushroom duck. Hey, I think would have been really cute for the other video that I did, but I didn't have time, and I might have stumbled upon him too late in like the process of, I already have 12, 13 patterns. So yep, little mushroom top, but oh, he has that too. And I think this might be another free pattern. I'm sorry if it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is. And yeah, so I used Premier Parfait again in this, and I used a 4.5 hook. These eyes look like 20. I can't promise. They might be 18, but they are hand painted by me. You can't really see in there. It's gold. But in her pattern, she actually had gold eyes in her duck too. So I was like, yeah, I'll do gold. So the butt, of course, is the funniest part. I mean, the mushroom hat's pretty fun too, but I think he's really cute. So I'm going to try to make more of these too for the market. I'm sorry, I'm a child. I can't stop laughing at this. All right, other things that I made this week that were not crochet, but were crochet adjacent. I have my 3D printer because I am a sucker and love a new shiny thing. And I was making stitch markers and stuff and like pen cups, whatever. I have a cat bus pen cup that I use to hold on my pens that I write my notes for customers when they order from me. Yes, I do have specific pens that I use for certain things, but I just printed this like iridescent cat bus. When I find a free pattern, I get excited by it. But I taught myself to make designs on a 3D printer. Sometimes I amaze myself. And I taught myself to use my 3D printer to make safety eye jigs because I used the Crojo Mojo clampy one. I love that one. But I was finding that I couldn't fit my 35 and 40 millimeter eyes in it. And I have the big one. But it would kind of get like stuck because they were just too large for it, like the base and connector and everything. So I was constantly reaching for my other one. I have a safety eye jig from Amis by Angel that I also love, but I'm constantly looking for it because I have a lot of stuff. And my like crochet space is very much ebbing and flowing. It is so fluid. So I like to have an extra of things sometimes. And that's one of the things I was like, I need this. And then on top of this, so Clever Fox Crochet, I think that's her Instagram name. She messaged me because she is local and wanted to buy some safety eyes for a project that she needed for the weekend. And it was like Wednesday. So I was like, yeah, sure. I'll meet up with you. We have Wegmans here, which is a northeastern grocery chain. I'd never heard of it before I came to Raleigh, and everyone here was losing their minds when Wegmans first came here. So there's one kind of close by me. It's like 30 minutes away, but it's not far. It's just getting there. There's no direct route. So I'll take an excuse to go there. They have some fun foods. And they have a whole gluten-free section, which is amazing. But I digress. So she asked if she could meet up to try some different safety eyes for this beautiful dragon that she was making for a craft market over the weekend. And we got there and I had not thought to bring a safety eye installer because I was like, oh, I'll just show her the eyes and she'll pick which one, like we'll play around with it. But we were talking and she's like, can you show me how to put them in? Because I haven't used it before. I was like, oh, totally. And she had a different like safety eye clamp thing. And I was scared it was going to break because the backer eye sizes, I think we went with 25, though it might have been 30, but it was a little big for those, or the clamp was too small for it. So I was worried it was going to break. So we had to do it by hand, which if you have installed a sinker eye before, that is no small feat. So I was trying to show her in this Wegmans at a wine barrel display because it was a flat surface by us. It was very weird. She was lovely, but I felt bad because like all of these people were like, what are they doing there? Because we have like a crochet plushie and plastic safety eyes and we're trying to put this in. So I was like, you know what? I am going to figure out how to make my own safety eye jigs because I would love to be able to say, here's how you use this tool to install safety eyes. And of course, I was inspired by her name, Clever Fox Crochet. And my son is obsessed with foxes. If you have been here for a while, you might have seen him pop into the background of a video, probably wearing a fox cape because he lives in it. So I made a fox safety eye jig. It is so cute. I'm so proud of it. And it has sizes to do a variety of safety eyes. I have used it for up to 40 and I just haven't gone bigger than 40 because I don't have safety eyes bigger than 40. But I've also used it for 16s, 20s, 25s, all of them. And I love it. So I made a little fox safety eye jig and it has a loophole. I have little keychain things that I put in them. I just printed these, so I haven't put them in their packaging yet. And then I made a Totoro safety eye jig. So same thing, it has a little loophole so you can attach it to your crochet bag, whatever. It is so fun. I'm so proud of myself. These are in my Etsy shop. Also, if you're interested in purchasing from my Etsy shop, obviously no pressure, I do have a discount for my YouTube subscribers for 10% off in the description below. So you are welcome to use that code. If you would like me to do a packing video with a shout out to you, I am happy to do so. I love to thank my customers and I will film the packing. If you're interested in that, just put a note in your YouTube order. But I have the fox, I have Totoro, I have a little castle because I like mystical magical things and fantasy, and I have a cupcake because why not? Okay, this was probably on the longer side of the videos that I've been doing recently. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I would love if you'd like and subscribe to follow along on future videos. I have some more fun ones coming up. I was planning on doing a response to the Meet the Maker crochet challenge, or not crochet challenge, but like learn about the crocheter maker. Robin from Knotting Hooks Crochet tagged me in that. So I was very grateful to be tagged in that, and I actually already worked on my response, but I have not finished editing it, and I had so much I wanted to share with you this time of just all the things that have gone on in the last week that I was like, let me just get this out first. So that will probably be the video I release on Monday. My usual video schedule is Monday drop for like the main one, and then every other week I do one on Fridays. This is a special week. I'm doing it on a Thursday because on top of all of the stuff going on, I reached 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much. If you've been part of this journey from the beginning, if you're new here, I really appreciate it. This has been so much fun. It's been such a learning experience. I was looking at old videos the other day for some god-awful reason and was trying not to cringe at myself. So I will never get used to that. And yeah, I just really appreciate this community. I love replying to messages in the comments when you write something. So if you have questions about anything that I've talked about, I will obviously try to answer or look into information about what it is. I've had people ask about like different feels of yarn, what hook sizes I use for certain projects, stuff like that. Yeah, so thank you for being here today. And I hope you will continue to hang out with me. You can also find me on Instagram at What's Up Cupcake Crafts. I have to do crafts because some fool got What's Up Cupcake. That fool is me. But I use it for my personal account. So it's mostly spammy photos of my kids. And I didn't want to like switch it over to become my craft account because I don't know, it just felt like too much hassle. So I'm What's Up Cupcake Crafts on Instagram, and I try to post on there somewhat regularly. I honestly post a lot of stories of like silly memes and things, so if you are there for that content, they're in my stories. But my like feed, I try to keep it as plushies or probably plushie adjacent things. So that's that. I'm trying to get better at like a regular schedule on there. I'm also trying to figure out the shorts feature. I'm posting some packing videos on there. I'm posting the assembly videos of some of the plushies that just have more like sewing or things like that. I like to film it when I'm sewing them. So yeah, just kind of a mishmash of things, but the videos, the long form ones, are really where I share this content of the things that I'm making. And again, I really appreciate all of you that are here and joining me for these videos. It's so much fun being able to chat about this stuff with you all. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you virtually again soon. Thanks. Bye.